And we're back with the 6th installment of Dude, It's Football, Playoff Edition. The season has seriously flown by, and we've been enjoying every aspect of it, and we're enjoying filming this as well. We'd like to thank all of our fans out there
for waiting through this time off.
For waiting and waiting the anticipation of this post. We're filming on Monday, so it'll hopefully be out Thursday. Today we're joined by a red fire extinguisher. If anything goes wrong, you know it's there. And the 2024 Super Bowl champions, the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah. You heard it here first. Ravens versus Cowboys Super Bowl. Ravens win.
You're still under the impression that the Cowboys are going to make the Super Bowl?
And they're going to lose.
They're going to lose to the Packers the first round.
No, that's not happening.
Right. We're going to recap the first 3 to 4 weeks here, or the last 3 to 4 weeks. Would you like to start?
Sure, I'll start us off. The Ravens have been an absolute powerhouse team. The playoffs in the AFC, they run through Baltimore. Nobody wants to. I mean, Lamar hasn't played the best in the playoffs, but I don't think anybody wants to come into Baltimore with this atmosphere, this Ravens defense, this electric offense. I don't think anybody's looking forward to that matchup.
Agreed.
Yeah,
you've been a juggernaut.
You beat 2 of the top 3 teams, I would say, in the last 3 weeks,
and
in the 49ers and the Dolphins, and you manhandled them.
I was going to say handled them, especially the
Dolphins. You manhandled them.
I mean, you had them by like their arms and their feet.
Yeah,
just holding them up, dangling them.
You really did.
That was it.
The Eagles seem to be falling apart here. 1-5 in their last 6 weeks.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The Jaguars also fell apart.
Yeah, they posted playoff tickets are out on the 23rd of December.
That was funny.
Well, you can't buy them anymore. So we'd like a refund, Jaguars, and I think they need to put an apology out for that.
They had the division title locked up, essentially, and then they just decided injuries were a huge part of it, but they just...
The Browns beating them was a big part of that.
The Browns, they handed them a loss, and they just never really came back, and... you lost to the Titans Week 18. You really shouldn't be in the playoffs anyways.
Yeah, I mean, you can thank Joe Flacco for not being in the playoffs as well, Jaguars.
Rams, Packers, and Steelers all sneak into the playoffs. Not really, like...
I like the Rams in the playoffs. I really do. They're a competitive team.
I agree. I actually think that the Rams, if they didn't have injuries earlier on in the season, I think they're a top 4 team right now. I think with Stafford, with the Super Bowl experience, with Aaron Donald with the Super Bowl experience, with Kyren Williams, who let's not forget, if he doesn't miss 4 weeks, he could be the number 1 running back in fantasy. Let's not let that go through our heads. Kyren Williams is one of the best running backs in the league, if not the second best. And they have Cooper Kupp, Puka Nakua's breaking every single receiving rookie record, and their defense is stellar. So I see them knocking off the Lions in the first round.
Matt Stafford.
Beating his own team, it just makes so much sense.
I
mean, the NFL really outdid themselves this year with the script. Bravo.
Are the Bills serious contenders? They've started to heat up the last 3 weeks. They're the 2 seed in the AFC. They're guaranteed at least 2 home games.
That is a dangerous, dangerous team.
In Buffalo, where it's going to be cold, it's going to be snowy. You know you're going to have to fight hard.
I think the Eagles game a few weeks ago flipped the switch really in them, and they were been on a roll.
Yeah,
they really have.
Another point with the weather: the Dolphins are playing. Who are they playing?
The Chiefs.
That's going to be like negative weather for them, or negative degree weather. So I don't
the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't know how the Dolphins are going to be able to adapt to that, playing in Florida for most of their season. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. That's a huge matchup, though.
They couldn't even get the weather right in Baltimore when they were here, and it was still nice out.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to see.
Tyreek Hill goes back home to Kansas City. How do we feel about that?
I don't know. I just don't see the Dolphins doing anything.
We did have this 2 teams play in London earlier, and the Dolphins did beat the Chiefs, but
not in that weather.
All right, maybe the Chiefs beat the Dolphins.
Yeah, the Chiefs beat the Dolphins because they've only had 1 win against an above 500 team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The refs still suck. Over the past 3 to 4 weeks,
I would say past 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, it's been tough to watch. 2-point conversion in Dallas.
Detroit.
No, it was
in Dallas.
In Dallas.
But
in Dallas.
Yeah, against Detroit, and terrible.
I don't know if it was really bad call though. I've heard a lot of the backlash, but I mean, we'll pull the clip up. Dan Skipper did go like this as well as he was walking onto the field, and that's the sign you make if you're an eligible receiver. Decker did also make it make the call.
Decker also talked to the refs.
Right,
Yeah, right.
But the issue was when Dan Skipper, the 7-foot legend, when he walked onto the field, he was doing it, and the refs were looking his way, so they made him the eligible receiver first.
Did you see what the Bears
He walked
tweeted?
up to the.
What are we going to see happen with the Chicago Bears franchise? I think this is a huge point because I don't know. I think Justin Fields had it all right in front of him to go out and be the man in Chicago and take it over and take the franchise. All he had to do was go into Lambeau, beat the Packers at their home stadium to get, I mean, not to get into the playoffs, but at least knocking off your rival, and he choked. And I think they're going to move on from him now.
I think he's the man of the future.
I
do
think
too.
they're going in the right direction.
I do too. I think they're going to stick with Fields.
Dude,
I
but the
don't
question
care.
is not who do they draft? They have the 1 and the 10 right now.
This is the crazy thing to think about, though. The Bears traded up
gotta
to
get
draft.
you got to get a lineman.
Listen,
Gotta get a lineman.
listen. The Bears traded up to draft Justin Fields, and not, it's what is it? 3 years later, now they're
No, they didn't trade him.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
They did?
Yeah, the Bears
I don't
traded
know.
up.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
They
Look it
drafted
up.
him like 12th.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Look
You want
it
to bet?
up. Yes,
You want to bet?
I'm not
All right.
betting on it, but look it up.
Well, let's talk about this while he's looking it up. Who do they draft the lineman with the first overall pick? Because both of those two linemen, the Penn State guy and the Notre Dame guy, they're both reaches at number 1.
No, I agree. And
They
you
draft
never-
Marvin Harrison and
you
wait.
never,
hopefully, think one of them is at
or
10.
just trade down. Just trade down with like the Commanders or someone. Trade down.
Yeah, I mean, look what trading down got them last year. Got them another first overall pick
Yeah,
with
just
the Panthers.
trade down. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's crazy. From my knowledge, they traded up to get Justin Fields, and not even
11th
2
overall.
years later, they're shipping him off for a rookie quarterback.
I don't think they're going to ship him off.
11th
I
overall.
don't think
I
it's
think
going to
they are
happen.
going to ship him off. What is he proving?
I think they
You
started.
would
they
rather
started-
take a chance?
He's
on a
one of the
rookie
most
quarterback?
I'm just saying he's one of the most injury-prone quarterbacks in the league. Every other week he's hurt.
That's how Lamar was, and then look at Lamar
Yeah,
now.
right. What?
They have
Yeah,
a
but
similar
What are you
play
saying?
style.
Lamar got injured 3
Like
years in a
everything.
row, but
Justin
now he's the
Fields
MVP.
has a more developed arm than Lamar did when he was coming in the league.
All right, so your guys' point is Justin Fields is better than Lamar Jackson?
That's not what I'm
No.
saying whatsoever.
So-
but I think
What?
Justin Fields has a more developed arm than Lamar did when he came in the league.
Yes,
And
I
you
would,
know
I
what
would
the developed
completely
arm
agree
has
with
gotten him the past 4 years? No playoff
Who else
runs.
he had on
Well,
his
because
team?
yeah, what?
DJ Moore. What's funny about DJ Moore?
That if the fact that that's your number one
That's
guy.
better than Lamar has. Way better than what
Okay,
Lamar
but
has.
look at his line.
What's wrong with his line?
His line is awful. The Bears line.
Name
is the
one
tw-
person on the Bears line.
I can't.
Exactly.
But you can't even name one person on any other team's line.
Morgan Moses on the Ravens, and I'm not a Ravens fan.
That's just because I.
Ronnie Stanley on the Ravens, and I'm not a Ravens fan.
That's just because I told him about it.
The Ravens' offensive line all had above 90 PFF grade. Like,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
that's
What point are you making with Justin Fields?
You
think they
gotta
should
give him a
stick with
chance.
Yes.
Yes.
He's had a chance.
No, he hasn't had a
getting
legitimate
hurt.
chance. He hasn't had a
He's
legitimate
had a chance. He can't throw,
No, he
so he
has not.
scrambles and he gets hurt.
he has
This
to
is what happens
scramble because
every
he's in the
game.
pocket and 3 seconds.
This is what
later,
happened with
there's a
Lamar, and then you gave him a
touchdown.
chance with a really good offense this year, and he's going to win MVP again.
And he's going to win a Super Bowl. But that's the difference between the Ravens and the Chicago Bums. They can't do that.
In 3
Understand
years,
why-
in 3 years, the
point.
Bears will be a deep playoff team in 3 years.
With Justin Fields
With
at the
Justin
helm.
Fields at the-
No.
I
the
agree.
Only,
Nope.
The only problem.
Hey, you heard it here first.
Nope.
You heard it here first.
The only
not
problem
even
with
gonna-
Justin
he's
Fields
not
is
gonna
just
be on
paying
the
him again.
team.
That's the only thing. They
Justin
don't want to
Fields
pay
is
him.
not going to be
Right.
on the team. All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
The awards this year. I think MVP is a lock,
Gotta be
Lamar.
Lamar.
Yeah, no doubt.
After he just completely shushed Brock Purdy,
No doubt.
that was
Offensive Rookie of the Year. You got two guys, really. It's Stroud and it's Puka.
give me Puka.
Give me Stroud.
Give me Puka.
Yeah.
Dude, Stroud is a ridiculous call there. He's had everything handed to him in that offense.
Is this guy okay?
Everything handed to him. Everything
That's
handed
like
to him.
2-3 back-to-back horrific
No,
takes.
no, it's a
Back-to-back
good
takes.
take. If you don't
Puka is going up against the number 2 cornerback on every team because Cooper Kupp is the number 1 on that team.
That's just not true at all. Cooper Kupp has been hurt for half of the year. He hasn't even been in. Puka's been going up against the number 1 receiver as a rookie, and no one even knew who this guy was, and he's torching every single one of your cornerback one on your team. And he's breaking every single receiving record. How do you not give him the Rookie of the Year?
One more game.
Because of C.J. Stroud. That's
One
why.
more game.
What has C.J. Stroud done that other rookie
He is an
quarterbacks haven't
MVP
done?
contention as a
He
rookie.
was an the only reason he doesn't break all the records is because he was hurt for 3 games. And he comes back
leads
after being hurt and plays a Week 18 team to get his team into the playoffs, and he balls out yet again.
The Houston.
And he's a rookie quarterback, rookie head coach, young team.
Don't get it twisted.
His
a
best
leader.
receiver was Tank Dell. He was drafted in the 3rd
So
round.
now we're throwing shade on Tank Dell. He's had
I'm
some
not.
amazing receiving core.
I'm
Noah
not.
Brown, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, These
That's just an absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing receiving core right there. Just amazing.
These receivers are
really great. Really great.
Receiver core is better than that.
That's not true.
Really great.
Nico Collins did you see what Nico Collins just did?
Because of C.J. Stroud.
Oh yeah. So when he burned the receiver on a post route and he left the guy in the dust and was wide open, it's C.J. Stroud who overthrew him, and Nico Collins had to make up ground.
All he has to do is run straight and then run a little angle.
The post route is the easiest route in the NFL.
Okay, so give me a second.
Easier than a streak. Easier than a streak.
So hold on here.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
So hold on here. So if it's that easy, and Justin Fields has such a developed arm, why can't
We're
TJ
not
Moore
talking
just?
about Justin Fields.
I'm just wondering though, why can't TJ Moore just run a post route?
Because Justin Fields doesn't have that time to throw the ball. He
doesn't
gets
have 5
sacked.
seconds in the pocket. Texas have an all-pro left tackle.
Oh, just so one left tackle makes it perfect.
It
I
makes
don't
it a
understand
lot
you guys'
easier.
point. You're saying
It does.
Has had everything handed to him in this offense, and it's been a good
He has
offense.
not had everything handed to him.
Yes, he has. He has an amazing rookie head coach. He has an amazing rookie receiving core. Tank Dell he literally asked for Tank Dell to be on his team, and they gave it to him.
Okay.
It's been handed to him.
Okay, so why hasn't Matt Stafford been in the MVP conversation?
Because he was hurt, number one. Number two.
Because he has had everything handed to him with 2 of a top.
Cooper Kupp was out for literally 90% of the year.
No, he wasn't. He was out for 4 games.
He's had an injury lingering the entire year.
4 games.
The entire year he's had an injury.
4 games.
The entire year he's had an injury
4
lingering.
games.
The entirety of the year, an injury.
4 games.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna move on from
I
this.
think we need to.
Defense of the rookie year. I don't. Jalen Carter, Will Anderson, and Devon Witherspoon.
Will Anderson, I think, wins this.
I don't know enough about any of these guys to really.
Yeah, let's be honest,
on
we don't
this
either. But
award.
I mean, I'm just happy it's not Deron Bland because that guy's horrible. That guy got a couple picks and thinks he's good, and he got pressed by good receivers.
Yeah.
And he got put in a toaster.
He got put in his place. That's where he got
on
put.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and DK Metcalf showed him who's boss.
Offensive player of the year. Tyreek versus CMC.
That's difficult. That's really hard.
I think
the
it's
way Tyreek played against the Bills last night was horrible.
I think it's CMC only because that offense really revolves
so
around
close, though.
CMC.
It's really so
It really is close.
But with the recency bias, from
if I was a betting man, I wouldn't bet on
yeah,
this
I don't
award.
Yeah, I agree.
I
just think Tyreek Hill looked really bad last night. Like I watched the whole game, he was dropping passes. He could have he had
he
a couple
dropped a touchdown
passes.
against the Ravens too.
Yeah, I don't know. He's obviously one of the best receivers, but it's just McCaffrey doesn't really make those mistakes. Like you don't really.
Yeah.
You don't,
I mean, you can do that. You can do anything with McCaffrey. You can put him in the backfield.
You can put him in the
You
slot.
could put him in fullback if
You
you
know what I'm
wanted
saying?
to.
Right.
He
Put
could
him
probably
anywhere.
run quarterback. He has thrown a touchdown pass.
Sure, he has. Put him at the line.
Defensive player of the year, it's really Myles Garrett versus everybody else.
Well, yeah, biased Browns fan, but okay. I think he does have the numbers to back it up, so I think he does have. The
yeah,
numbers to
I
back it
mean,
up. So,
it's really.
I'll give it to you.
It's Myles Garrett. Micah Parsons is second, but he's not really.
I think Justin Matabik is up there. Not for
not gonna give it to a
defensive
D
play.
tackle.
I know. I'm just saying. But out of the D tackles,
I
Justin
think you
Matabik
have
is
to
by far the
start
best.
next year. You have to start taking in Roquan Smith, Fred Warner. You have to start taking these high caliber linebackers for this award next year. Though.
Yeah,
I think they hold down offenses.
I mean, that's the thing, but they don't have flashy numbers. It's
they-
there should be a
they don't-
linebacker
they're-
award, just like there should be an offensive lineman award.
The defense doesn't get enough
glue
respect.
They're
in the
a
league.
glue.
Right,
They
they're a
hold
glue.
a team together.
Garrett and Parsons
They're
and
game
T.J.
changers.
Watt, they're glitter. You know, the linebackers, they're glue.
They're glue. I like that.
All right,
I like that
we're
a
gonna
lot.
move on to the playoff.
It's
picks.
playoff time, baby.
Playoff time. We have most. Actually, we have all of them. All the games are set, so we're gonna go through and make our predictions right now. Max, I'm gonna start with you. You're gonna go Browns versus Texans. Who do you got? Oh, I have no idea.
I'm gonna go Texans here.
Wow.
I think that you're telling me you don't believe in January Joe?
After everything
look,
Joe Flacco has done for you,
if I say
and you're gonna doubt him against the Texans, and C.J. Stroud,
look, who's gonna win Offensive Rookie of the Year?
Who's not gonna win Offensive Rookie of the Year?
You gonna bet $5?
Well, they love giving it to quarterbacks. Puka Nacua would never get it because he's a nice guy and he doesn't do anything wrong.
All I can say is, if I say the Browns on this podcast and they lose, I'm gonna get flamed. So I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna take a seat on that game.
Okay. Let's go a little more rapid fire. Steelers, Bills.
Come on, this is Bills. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Dolphins, Chiefs.
Give me the Dolphins.
Give me the Chiefs.
Well,
You're not up yet,
buddy.
buddy.
It's my turn. Thanks.
You're not up yet.
Yeah, we're going one at a
I'm
time.
sorry. Gotta follow. All right. 49ers have to bye. Eagles, Buccaneers.
I think it's going to be close, but I think it's going to be Eagles.
Baker Mayfield has never been that guy, never will be that guy, never will win a playoff game, never will go anywhere.
Well, he already won a playoff game.
But he's not going anywhere after that.
Rams, Detroit.
Yeah.
I like Detroit here.
All right. Packers, Cowboys. Rapid fire. We got to go.
No, we don't have to
Yeah,
go.
we do. We're trying to get through these quick. It's a rematch. Did Dez catch the ball?
I'm gonna go Packers.
Go,
This is my upset of the week. Give me the Packers.
All right, on to Gabe.
Yeah, I'll take it.
No, I gotta read it.
It's my iPad. Gosh darn it.
I was pointing at that. I gotta read it to Gabe.
I'm reading it to Gabe.
All
Now.
right, go ahead. Read
Yeah.
it to Gabe.
First game we've got Browns at Texans.
I think I got the Browns.
You got the Browns. Okay.
Browns, yeah.
Let's go.
Steelers Bills.
Bills.
Yeah. It's Dolphins Chiefs.
I think I like the Chiefs, like I just said. Cold weather. Chiefs are made for it. Dolphins are not.
Moving to the NFC, we got the Eagles Buccaneers.
Closer than you think, but I do agree with the Eagles.
Yeah, I do too. Rams at Detroit.
I don't know. I like the Rams. I really do like the Rams. I think they're a solid defense. I don't know.
And
It'll be a close game.
I like that, but it's a Detroit Lions playoff game, the first in like 20 years.
Yeah,
that atmosphere is going to be rocking.
I agree.
That atmosphere is going to be rocking.
20 years. You think
Packers
they're
at Cowboys. Well, did you see what happens? The Browns
I don't know.
made the playoffs after 20 years. They absolutely dogged on the Steelers,
The Steelers.
who were a good team that year. They were better than your Ravens that year.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh,
the Steelers have won.
Packers at
a ton of
Cowboys.
Stuff with Mike
I don't
Tomlin. They
know.
just win
I
everything.
think
they
Cowboys
won a
probably
Super
win this
Bowl
one, but I
recently,
think
didn't
it's
they?
also
No,
another
they
good
haven't.
game.
Yeah, they have.
2012 is after 2008. What are you talking about?
Didn't they
It's
win one
2010 or something.
against Fitzgerald?
Yeah, in like 2009.
I thought it was 215.
Who?
No,
2015.
2015?
Ravens?
Are you kidding? That was Broncos.
No, that was 2016.
That was not.
Okay,
that
it doesn't matter.
Roethlisberger-
It's a moot point.
That was
It's a moot
way
point.
before
Packers,
this.
Cowboys, Gabe. Talk to me.
Cowboys, but closer than you expect, I think.
Yeah. Geist, Browns, Texans.
Give me the Browns.
Steelers, Bills.
Bills.
Yeah. I'm glad we're all agreeing there. Dolphins, Chiefs.
Give me the Dolphins. I have a weird feeling. I have a weird feeling. I think Kelsey's not been good this year, and he's a little hurt. So I think give me the Dolphins.
NFC, we got Eagles, Bucks.
I'll take the Eagles.
Yeah. Rams, Detroit.
Give me the Rams. Detroit's not doing it.
Packers, Cowboys.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys. Revenge for the Des Bryant catch. It was a catch.
All right. Well, that's it.
That's it. We'll come back to those and we'll see who does the best. We'll
We
do a little
will.
tally.
We will. Quick hitters and frauds. Arthur Smith.
You know what? We're gonna give him a new thing. Fraud of the year.
Yeah.
Arthur
yeah,
Smith.
You got playoffs on the line as a Falcons coach. You go out there. You're fighting for your job, really. You give up 49 points, 45 points.
How do you feel about Jamal Williams'
Saints?
touchdown? Like that was.
I love it. I love it. You're playing a football game. The game's not over till the whistle blows.
Hey,
Game's not
Get
over
a
till the
pick
whistle
on,
blows. You're
get it
playing
back to the
football.
1 yard line. Pick on the 1 yard line. I'm punching it in.
Yeah, exactly.
punching it in as well.
Hey, you go and
I like
whine
how-
about it after
you go, why-
losing.
You've been 7-10 for 3 years
I
straight.
like
You're
what
Mr. Garbage consistent.
I like what Jameis does with bringing the team together and giving that guy a touchdown.
Yeah, and he gave him
I
audible.
do too.
And that
Right.
gets the Saints hyped for their next game.
Well, they're out, but
Thought they were in. Still,
we're just talking
they
playoffs.
ended on a big win. But yeah, I saw money buys you a lot of things, but it doesn't
buy
buy
success.
you coaching success. So Arthur
yeah.
Smith, why don't you send yourself back to the CFL and we'll see how you do.
Panthers get shut out back-to-back. First team to do that since your 2008 Cleveland Browns. The Panthers also fired their GM after he threw beer on a fan.
I saw
So that's been a rough year for the Panthers fan.
We'll hope they come
Don't
back.
have a first-round draft pick. It's going to be a
thanks
rough
to the
couple
DJ Moore
years.
trade.
The Bears fleeced him.
Yeah, the Bears did fleece him.
Fleeced them.
I'm not really sure if the Panthers will be able to do anything for the next 6 years.
Yeah.
Just because of how much they put themselves in debt with Bryce Young just for him to not see over the line.
Yeah.
So
Let me paint you a picture real quick.
All right.
Dream
Paint it for
game, week 18, division rivals. It's snowing, and it's the Jets versus the Patriots.
yeah.
I mean, you
It
couldn't have asked for a
sounded
better
so good.
atmosphere. You couldn't have asked for a better atmosphere and worse teams. I'm not sure why the game was on.
What are we doing? What are we doing here? Can't see my beautiful face with the fire extinguisher in the way.
I already painted.
The picture's been painted.
The
We've
picture
already
has been
painted the
painted.
picture.
I would like to auction the picture now for anybody that would
Auction,
like to
it's
buy
on
it.
$0.
See, here's the problem. Nobody wants to buy a Jets Patriots game.
Yeah, and I was getting a little frustrated. They kept showing it on Red Zone.
Like nobody cares.
They wanted
We
to see
don't
the snow. They
at
wanted
all.
to see the
We
snow.
don't care.
At all.
Not at all.
Trevor Lawrence. I think he's a fraud. I do. I'm gonna go out there. I think he's a fraud.
I'm gonna
Game
agree with you.
I think
on
he's a
the
system
line.
quarterback.
Season
Not
on the
even a
line.
system quarterback. He's just a not
he missed
great
two.
quarterback.
He missed a wide open throw. Calvin Ridley just probably tied the game.
Let's also not forget.
And then he missed a 4th and
yeah,
2.
No, he missed 2 plays in the row. I mean, that's the issue. I don't know if it's on him or the coaching because they drew up the exact same play to Evan Ingram and 2 times in a row.
It's on him. He missed a 35-yard pass to Calvin Ridley before that.
Well, I know, but he missed a 5-yard pass to Ingram 2 times in a row.
Didn't even give him a chance.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't even give him a chance. It's like it's really not that hard. Like Evan Ingram's like 6'5". Why don't you just like throw it to his body?
Yeah. Bill Belichick, where's he gonna go? Is he leaving the Patriots?
I think it was all Tom. I don't think Belichick had anything to do with it.
The Chargers.
I heard that he has connections to the Chargers.
If you can get yourself with Justin Herbert,
I like the Chargers next year with Justin Herbert, Bill Belichick, a lot of good weapons,
and Khalil Mack.
Right.
I mean, why doesn't Khalil Mack get Defensive Player of the Year?
He's too old.
He didn't do anything other than sack the quarterback.
That's what you're supposed to do on defense. Type of horrific statement was
also
that.
tackle running backs. Never tackled any running backs.
Oh yeah, he never tackled any running backs. Horrific statement again. You're 0 for 2.
I mean, have you
keep shooting? Get out of the cold streak.
Have you watched a Chargers game all year?
I have. They haven't won many games.
Exactly, and that's the difference between the Chargers and the Browns.
That's true. Myles Garrett kept the Browns in playoff contention and kept them there.
Ron Rivera, the cancer patient, has been fired. His run has come to.
What does cancer have to do with this?
We're just gonna give him a moment of silence. Moment of silence. Sorry, Ron, but your time is done.
Yeah. 4-13 season. I mean,
it's just not good enough.
Yeah, they're rebuilding, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But nobody really cares except the DC fans.
They started out 2-0. It was looking so good.
Yeah,
I had my hopes up.
It was looking really good, and then they started playing teams that knew how to play football. And it went downhill.
And lastly, the Bills come out on top over the Dolphins
to win the division. And thanks to a Jeff Hardy or
Matt Hardy
punt return, which was insane. I'm sure there were 20 illegal blocking backs, but
talk about karma. You lose week 1 on a punt return. You basically win week 18 on a punt return.
Yeah. That guy had like a couple Pro Bowl appearances. I've never even heard of him. Yeah, supposedly he's like some like crazy like veteran. He's like Cordell Patterson basically. I've never even heard of the guy.
I have never heard of him either.
I mean, he knows how to cut up in traffic. He found the gap.
Torched you on Madden with him though.
Yeah, he did.
One last thing before we do Super Bowl predictions. Every year, this is just for you because I know you think Cowboys are going all the way. Every year, the Cowboys, last 2 years, they have gone 12-5. You know who they lost to? The 49ers. What's their record this year? 12-5. Who are they going to lose to? The 49ers.
I think something changes this year. I mean, CeeDee Lamb.
And you could say third time the charm.
Used to be that good.
Third time's the charm.
Now CeeDee Lamb is the.
Yeah, but they had Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup out there. Now they don't. Now they have Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks not bad. He knows how to catch touchdowns.
Michael
Gallup didn't know how to touch touchdowns. So.
Catch touchdowns.
Catch a
All
right, we're gonna do our Super Bowl picks and scores, and we're gonna see who gets the closest.
Rapid fire.
I'm gonna go Ravens Cowboys 23-17.
Who's winning?
Ravens, of course. What the hell?
I got the number 1 seeds again. I got the Ravens, Niners.
It's not happening.
Ravens 31, Niners 28.
I'm going to go Ravens Lions here.
Like
and I'm going Ravens 31, Lions 16.
We have a trifecta of the Super Bowl champions.
I mean, I think they're the team to beat in the AFC, and it's not really close.
The Baltimore Ravens. Thanks to the defense, thanks to Lamar, thanks to everybody. We'll see you again sometime.
Next week.
We're out.
We'd be out of here.
Wow. Oh, that was good.